listen to me. We know that the baby's awake because Kayla's getting ready to go to work. She's got to go to work.
The baby is not moved or nothing. I seen a bunch of blankets and stuff there.
Where?
You know, in like this little crib area.
Okay.
Like that when you walk through right there. But I did not see baby.
All right, so you saw the blankets and everything where the crib was?
Yes.
Okay, and that's where you and Billy put Kayla, correct?
No, when I walked out of that house with the bags of stuff, she was in the kitchen.
Okay, then how did you see the blankets in the crib?
Because when I walked by to go out, okay, because it has a porch, and then it has a room, and then you come through right there into the kitchen. There's a crib, and then the kitchen.
Let me show you something real quick, okay?
Okay, I got some really nice guys here to talk to you, okay? All right? And they're gonna talk to you for a few minutes. Okay? And I'm gonna be right here with you, okay?
Mary, I'm Detective Bainey. I'm with Santa Rosa Sheriff's.
Mary, I'm Andy Ashton. I'm with Baldwin County. You all right?
Still and stuff.
Okay. You got everything you need, the drinker and everything?
She was starving. We had to give her something to eat.
Sir, you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm investigator Jimmy Tatum. Muscogee County Sheriff's Office in Pensacola.
All right. We all have cases from Santa Rosa, Escambia County, and Baldwin County, Alabama. And we like to hear your side of the story. There's always two sides to the story. Okay. You willing to talk to us? Okay. First thing I need to do is advise you your rights, okay? Because you are in custody. That's fine. Thank you. The best part to start off in any story is at the very beginning, okay? How do you know Mr. Boyette?
A friend of mine who was I was locked up with him. We rode a little bit. It's pen pals.
Who's the friend?
Just yes.
Okay.
Yes. I live off of Cami.
Mm-hmm.
So, and so he sent me a letter, said, hey, you know, since, you know, you write me and write my brother Terrell has been in prison for over a decade. So, and I basically stay at my house, so work, take care of my youngins, you know.
How many kids you got?
I have three. Three, 16-year-old, 11-year-old, and a 10-year-old, 2 boys and a girl. I really don't go anywhere. I work at the Dollar General. And me and my grandma own my property. And I worked hard all my life. I had 10 years force. But anyway, I even had the letter that, you know, they sent me from the jail. Hey, he seems like a good guy, you know, you want to write him. So I wrote him a couple times. Well, I talked to my brother on the phone one day, and, you know, from prison. And he said, quit writing him. You need to end ties with him. So I wrote, and I told, you know, I can't, you know, I'm old with my brother, you know, it's my life. I've been there a long time, he knows people. And so, okay, well, tell him. Well, Billy got out, he kept trying to contact me and stuff and everything. We really didn't have.
Did he try to contact you over the social media or by phone or?
Facebook. No. Okay, and him and I guess we're still hanging out with their friends. He comes over, down to where I stayed. came over with breakfast. He was really nice. I didn't know what to do. I'm there in my house by myself, you know. So I let him in. I'm not trying to cause any conflicts or things.
Do you recall what day that was?
Just a couple of days prior to all this. I mean, literally, just a couple of days prior to all this.
Okay, we have 3 separate incidents, so my incident was on the 31st.
Yes, it was still January.
It was January.
January is the last I remember it being the month of January. I didn't even know we were into February.
Okay. So a couple of days before the end of January?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the next thing I know, he came back over, and he had some clothes or whatever, and he asked if I could wash them. You know, I said sure. There were like four pair of pants and like t-shirts or something. I said sure, you know, no problem. And so I washed them, you know, used the neighbor's dryer because my dryer's kind of messed up. I don't know if it's the heat now, you know what, but and I folded them up, but they're still in my house actually right now, folded a little thing. I mean, never brought them. Time.
Let me just interrupt you. You said he came to your house. Did he come in a car?
He had a red car.
A red car?
A red car.
Okay.
And then,
And every once in a while, I'm going to interrupt you just so I can clarify in my mind, all right? I'm not questioning, but I just want to clarify something, okay?
and then he left, and then he came. Well, then he called me with some crazy stuff or whatever, and I was like, well, I didn't understand any of it, and so I got off the phone with him. I went to sleep, and then it was, then like I don't know, I'd been asleep for a while. I'm not real sure what time it was, but it was still nighttime. And he come to bang on the door, and the door, my door is not a very good door. Okay, you bang on it, and it's gonna open. And he came in, and he had blood on the side of his head, and he was like freaking out, pacing the floors, and he had a gun. And
What kind of gun?
It was a small gun. I don't know.
You know the difference between a revolver and a semi? You know the old Western guns that have like a cylinder in it, like a 6-shooter?
It was something like that.
Okay.
It was a very small gun. And he held it at me, and he told me to grab some things. And then I need to leave. And I was like, why? Why do I have to leave? And he was like, now. So I grabbed some things. I got my purse. And I guess he went into the kitchen or something and got something that was wiping blood off of himself. And I just gathered a couple things and I didn't know. Just freaking out. I didn't know. I just woke up. Got this gun in my face. And the next thing I know, we're getting into a vehicle, and it was not a red vehicle. It was kind of a bigger vehicle, dark color.
Like this is a sedan or a van or an SUV?
Like an SUV like type thing.
Okay. So a dark colored SUV. Do you remember, you recall what day that was?
I have no idea. No, I don't. I mean, he had me for so long. In the woods, out of the woods. Going into stores, pointing guns at me, I know.
Oh, so when he comes in the black SUV?
He made me leave.
All right, where did you go from there?
From there, we went riding. And he made me pay for stop papers and gas. and the way he was positioned, he had the gun, and I know he could see me in the store. And he already had blood on his head. And
So he made you go in and pay for the gas?
he kept saying it was an accident, it was an accident, it was an accident, and then he'd go quiet. And then he just had this like wild animal look to him. It was, I've never seen anything like it before in my life. It got worse as time progressed. He hit me a little bit before I went in there to pay for the gas as we were going down the road to let me know how serious it is. I listened to him. I listened to him, I do what he says, and I'll be fine. And then he gives me this, he makes this like little drink thing, I don't know what he puts in it. He makes me drink it and then knocks me out. I'm knocked out, and when I come to,
Where were you when you took this drink?
I have no idea wherever the store was where we got gas.
No, you're from Milton, right?
Yeah.
Were you still in Milton at that time, or had you left the city of Milton?
Yes, we were already gone from Milton.
Okay, are you familiar with Pensacola at all? Right
It wasn't even Pensacola. I want to say it was with Crestview, like out that way. I mean.
Okay, so you're up in Okaloosa County somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you do in
And I believe we
Okaloosa County?
go farther down south, because I remember, he had me drugged in and out, and we stopped at a couple motels. They made me go in there.
You mentioned Crestview. Did you stop at any stores in Crestview?
I'm having a hard time remembering.
Take your time. Take your time.
We stopped at, let's see. I don't believe at that time. I know we stopped back, on the way back. On the way back, we stopped, and he made me go into a Walmart and a gun place.
Okay. Well, let's stay with Walmart. What did you get at Walmart?
Ammunition, 38.
Okay.
Okay.
How much?
Two boxes.
Okay.
He wasn't happy with that.
Did he stay out in the car?
No, he was in Walmart. They paid me all kinds of stuff. He was laying through the house. I knew he was close.
Okay.
He was watching me. I knew he was listening. Everything that was asking.
How did you pay for the ammunition?
He gave me money.
He gave you money.
He gave me money.
Did you buy anything else while you were at Walmart?
He told me a tent. Call it a tent.
A tent? Okay.
Yes.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
If you recall.
No, I don't recall this, maybe.
Okay. And you said this was on the way back from going south somewhere?
Yeah, it was. I remember getting out of the hotel, and I remember he hit me with a gun right here. This is the oldest one. He cut my hand.
What did he cut your hand with?
With a knife.
Okay.
The black knife. It was
What did he hit you here in the head with?
with the end of that small gun. He hit me with the handle of it. And I went back to sleep. He kept giving me these concoctions, putting me to sleep. He kept drugging me. And I would get up, I'd be groggy, not knowing what it was, where it was going, and he had me do things. Like, go here with this, go with this. I know we changed cars.
No.
Okay, well, let's not go that far.
Yeah.
Let's stay, where were we? You said you went to someplace else in Crestview?
Yes.
Where else did you go in
It
Crestview?
was another little ammunition place.
Another ammunition place?
It's a little. There was a really nice lady that worked there,
Okay.
and he was outside the door of it. He was actually walking on the way to the door. when I come out, he hit the corner and got to the vehicle before I could, but he had the gun on me, the whole time.
What did you buy in that store?
And more ammunition, these were, I believe, 38 long, whatever the difference in these things are, I don't know.
Did you buy anything else there?
No. Oh yeah, some round thing.
Was it for holding ammunition?
I guess.
Okay.
And he made me go back in and buy another one.
Was that a gun store or a pawn shop?
It was a gun store.
It was a gun store. Was it near the Walmart?
Yes.
Okay.
So after you went to those two stores, where did you go?
Trying to remember.
Did you stay in Okaloosa?
He kept on saying something about Fort Walton. Crestview, Fort Walton. We drove all around. I remember I was so tired. I was scared. We went through, I remember, a toll. We went through a toll. I want to say it was, I don't know, sorry, Fort Walton, Destin, somewhere over that way. It was a toll. We went through it, and it was mad.
Was it a toll on a highway or a toll going over a bridge?
I'm not sure. I know that there was a real pretty memorial, that thing, right after we paid for it, going into it. So.
Was it Defuniak Springs?
So I don't know. I really don't know. I think that's Fort Walton is what
So you actually stopped and paid at the toll?
He did.
Okay.
He did. And he was, then he was mad. And then he was hitting on me again, saying it was all my fault. We were on camera.
What was your fault, dear?
Oh, all this is my fault. Is what he kept telling me. He kept telling me he was going to kill my kids. All he had to do was make a phone call. He was going to kill me if I didn't do what he said. He done the house out. He done let my pants and piss all over him. I thought I was dead then. He strangled me down there. He beat me.
Take a deep breath, Mary. You're okay right now. Just take a deep breath.
He's a monster. He was serious. It was serious. He's serious. He's a monster. He's serious about everything he says. Everything he says is serious.
Okay.
When he was threatening you, did he ever talk about things he had done in the past?
He never really, he didn't really have a lot to say, hardly ever. Except for he would put the gun at me, and he'd be like, "I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. You're making mistakes. I'm gonna kill you. You're gonna pay for them. You're gonna pay for them."
Where do you think you went from after you left the Okaloosa area?
We went, let's see. I'm trying to remember. See, it's in between drug-ins, too.
To the best of your ability, we know that this is hard on you.
We stayed in the woods somewhere, on the outskirts, I want to say Alabama way, because he was arguing with somebody on the phone, and they threw his phone. But he checked all my stuff. Had strode everywhere. Between the woods, drug me in.
When you say he was arguing on the phone, what was he saying?
he was just, he's got that accent, and he's just, I mean, I'm just coming to, you know, from whatever this stuff is. They'll be able to tell you what he was giving me out. I don't know, you know.
Was he talking to a female or a male, or do you know?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know. He was yelling. He kept saying someone forced me to do it. It's an accident. So.
Now, at this point, when you were staying in the woods, were you guys still in the SUV, the black SUV, the darker SUV?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I remember it early morning on Pog. I was still nodding off, you know, trying to wake up. I look around, and he had me locked in the car. He had the keys. He was outside facing another vehicle. He sees that I'm up, so he unlocks the door and comes in there, and you know, he puts a gun in my face, and he says, because of you, I gotta get another ride. I gotta get another ride. I know I'm gonna get another ride. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I mean, he just take me home, wham, you know, hand across the face. You know, he bites. He bites. The man bites.
Where did he bite?
On my hand.
Okay. Anywhere else?
His teeth marks. He has bit me on my face in spots. He's hit me. My chest is real bad. It's still bruised.
Okay.
It's bad. I've had problems breathing for days and days and days.
Okay. Let's go back here in your early morning hours. He's talking about getting another ride.
Yes.
What happens then?
He drives down this little spot. It's like he'd already scoped this thing out or something. And I don't know, he comes back with a white car. He was gone like 5 minutes. I mean, it wasn't.
So he goes off with the dark SUV and comes back with a white car?
Yes.
Where did he leave you?
He left me duct taped to a tree. And then he makes me, he has somebody with him. They have a gun on me, they're in the back. I didn't even get a good glimpse of who they were or anything. I know they're laying in the floorboard, and they got a gun to my side. I had to follow him in this white car to a parking area. There's water on this side, so I don't know. Far out at Alabama, Lily Highway.
Did you cross a bridge?
Quite a bit of little bridges.
Okay. Which car were you driving?
I had to drive the black one. He was in a white one. When we got the black one, the other person stayed with it. He took me by the hair, and I ended up in the white vehicle with him. Yeah.
Was that something that he did really quick?
Yeah.
So like when you guys pulled in?
I mean, he already had things back. He already had, you know, it was like, if you don't grab that, it's going to be your ass. All I have to do is make a phone call. Everybody's dead. And he knows, look, he could have done it. He knows where my kids were, addresses, people's names.
Take a deep breath. You're bleeding. Where did this other guy you're talking about, where did he come from?
I don't know, and I've never seen him after.
When he left, when he When you're saying he taped you to the tree, and when he left with the black car, was he by himself when he left?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he was. Yes.
And how long do you think he was gone before he came back to where you were?
It wasn't, to me, it wasn't that long. It wasn't that long. Probably maybe long enough for 2 cigarettes or something. Then I had to get in the car and drive.
When do you think, when you got into the car to drive, what's the first thing you remember when you started driving?
The gun in the side.
Okay, what about
I'm trying to figure out.
I understand. So you're driving and you got a person holding a gun to you, correct?
It's behind me.
All right, but you're also probably focusing on the road.
Right.
What are you seeing at that time?
Him in front of me, kids, over million hours, kids, buses, seen a church, seen a light, I remember going left. I remember a person telling me, he's gonna kill you in the end, he's gonna kill you in the end.
And then you followed him, and that's when you pulled into a parking lot, you said?
Parking lot.
And he had you by the hair and had you go into the white car. Okay, what do you remember?
Well, at first he had me grab some stuff and throw it in there through the door, whatever wouldn't open it, and that's when he hit me, and he was like, "Go get," and then he goes, "No, never mind." And he grabs me and puts me in the white car, and then he grabs the rest of whatever it was that he needed to grab, and I'm in the white car, and he's got his door open and everything else locked, all that. And he just leaves the other vehicle with the guy or whatever.
Okay, what do you remember next?
I remember Dollar General. I remember he needed some clothes. And phones. Remember I had to go into Dollar General and get phones and I had to get clothes. And he could see me through the door where he's parked. I could see him. He could see me. He was like, I swear, if you make any moves, I'm coming in. I'm shooting everybody in there. I'm shooting you, shooting them, everything.
What kind of clothes did you buy?
Sweatpants.
Okay, so were those for him or were those for you?
For both of us, because he wanted me to change too.
So did you buy a couple pairs of sweatpants or just one?
No, I didn't. I just bought one pair of sweatpants. For him, one pair for me. And shirt, underwear, socks. I was on a timer.
Okay.
I was trying to take my time and I see him getting it, see the door open to the car. I know that I could be the reason why these people in this store might die. He's such a horrible person.
Take a deep breath.
Only by God's grace am I sitting here today.
How long did you have the white car after that?
Not long.
A day, 2 days?
Maybe two. 2, maybe 3.
What happened to that car?
We stayed in a hotel and made me dye my hair. He dyed it for me, actually. He bathed me. He touched me. He did what he wanted to with me.
What hotel did you guys stay in? Do you
I
remember?
don't know. I have my purse, though. I did keep the key to that motel.
Do you remember about where it was at or what was around that hotel?
No, it was down in, we were in the Destin, Fort Walton area still.
So you guys drove the white car to Destin and Fort Walton again?
That area, or Pensacola, or, no, yeah, it was Destin, Fort Walton area again. Because he was, but he got around, this time he didn't have to go through a toll. This time he was proud of himself because he got it right. Whatever that means. I'm familiar with 87 though. We did not go down 87 at all. So I don't know how he made it back there. It was a little Arabic store, a little, hotel. It had a little, the Indian people in it, or what.
Mary, let me ask you something. When you guys left the parking lot over there in the white car, did you go back into Pensacola, or did you go back towards Alabama? We went Fort Walton area. Then, just straight there?
Yeah, and then when we got the hotel, we wasn't there that long. I mean, he bathed me, got my hair. He got a bath. Yeah. Made sure that I stayed right there, went to the bathroom. He's in the shower in the bathroom, I was in the shower in the bathroom. Vice versa, I wasn't allowed to be alone. If so, he was right there watching me, he had a weapon on me if I was not right there with him.
Did he have a weapon in the bathroom with you guys when he was in the shower?
Oh, yeah.
Where was that weapon at?
They never left his side, never. I mean, he was sitting there taking a bath with it right there.
When you say they never left his side, did he have
More than
more?
one, yeah.
Was it the smaller guns or was it the bigger guns?
Yeah,
What was it?
No, we went and got the bigger gun. He had me call this guy in a shopper. He had me call a guy. And right down directions. I know it was Mobile area. I remember Mobile because I wrote them down. But he snatched the paper as soon as I wrote the directions down. And because he said he's the driver, he snatched it. He needed those directions.
Were they on like a piece of notebook paper or a receipt or what?
Something like that.
Something like that there? Okay.
And he got them. We went way, I remember, way out past, it was like out past Mobile, like through the tunnel and go. And it was woods like, country area. And he drove up to his place. He had me call this guy, make sure we went to the right place. I gotta come out and he made me go up there. He got a gun on me, of course, And he hit me before I even got out of the car. And I'm so tired of him pulling them guns on me and hitting me. So tired of it. I didn't deserve it. I'm a good person.
Tell me about the guy you met out there in the woods.
He was real nice. He showed me how to flip open thing, no ammunition with the gun. Just the gun. It's a big gun. It was big.
This is a white guy and black guy?
No, he was white. He was just somebody that, trying to make his rent. That's why he said whatever. I know he honked the horn. Something I need to get back, or else, basically we just gonna get back.
How much did you pay for the gun?
It was like $400, and I had to give him back to change the gun. Then he hits me upside the head again. He makes me drink the shit. And I don't remember anything for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours after that. I remember,
What's the first thing you do remember?
I remember waking up and we're in the woods again. And we're heading to, and it's still dark. You know, we're heading, he's like, well, the fucking blah, 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 and fuck this sleeping, and all you fucking do is sleep. He giving me this shit to make me sleep, you know, I mean, what the fuck does he want me to do? And, then, we're on the interstate, I'm there, and I'm still nodding out, and that, and I guess that's all fine with him until we get flat tire.
Was that on the interstate?
Yeah, on the interstate, on the side of the interstate, pulled over, drags me out the car, makes me hold the thing, and I'm thinking to myself, man, if I just drop this thing on him, you know, and then here comes a gun, and he shoots the tire out of the thing because he couldn't unscrew it. So he shoots it out, so breathed again, you know, now he's got a gun back in hand. So now I can't make no mistakes. So else is gonna go upside my head or a bullet in my brain. Well, he doesn't have a thing to.
Glove wrench?
Jack
handle?
Yeah.
You couldn't change the tire out.
Couldn't change the tire. So he drags me halfway across the interstate right there. And then, I don't know, something hit him and he started drugging me back and threw me in the car and took off with a flat tire. Left the spare tire, everything sit there, you know. We get around the curve, and he slams it into this big pile of trees and stuff, off the interstate. I recognize the area, kinda, because of the big, it's kind of like Beulah or what, area of Anama.
Mm-hmm.
And that I used to sell shrimp, with my ex-mother-in-law. And we used to, that was our exit back.
Normal?
Yes. That was our exit back from getting shrimp from Baldwin. So I remembered that exit. And, anyway, he ends up, we have to leave the car. He's got a gun to me. We have to stay outside of vehicles. And I'm in these boots. And I'm still groggy from this medicine that he keeps giving me. And I'm walking.
You guys, I'm sorry, are you guys walking on the side of the road there or in the woods?
Well, it's in between the woods and houses, little subdivisions on the left, and then there's the Federal Bank or whatever. Huge.
Navy Federal?
Huge. It's huge.
Yeah, that Navy Federal complex they built right there.
Yeah. So we're in between. We find this empty one. He lets me warm up for a second. Then after, they have to get mud off of his shoes, you know.
Empty what, house?
Yeah, house.
Okay.
They had lights on, but nobody was in there. It was brand new. Wash the stuff off of his shoes. He had to use the bathroom, but I'm right there, you know. I can't get out the sight. They won't let me out the sight. And then he's mad because his shoes are wet.
Did y'all went inside of the house?
Inside the house.
How'd you get into
The door was
house?
unlocked.
Okay, so just,
The door, he just checked in and it was unlocked.
And just walked right
and it
in?
was warm. Yeah,
Okay.
it was a real nice subdivision. He kept on talking about getting another vehicle, get another vehicle, get another vehicle. He kept looking around at these people's houses and stuff, and I was thinking to myself, yeah, this is gonna be cute, you know. They gonna save me now because this is my gated community, you know. He ain't gonna get out here if he gets one. Well, I guess I said it out loud. He didn't think that was cute. So he commenced to getting me my chest and stuff again, hitting on me. He said, "You think this is funny? You think this is funny?" And I'm just praying, just God, man, if it's gonna happen, just I can't take too many more blows. I'm already packing up blood.
Mary, did you guys stay the night in that house?
No, we didn't. No, we went
What
farther
was the
on down through the woods.
Say,
And we went farther on down through the woods.
what was the significance of him washing the mud off of his feet?
He had this thing about his feet. I don't know.
Okay.
It's clean socks and dry feet. I don't know. He had real funny about it. I don't know if it's something from prison or childhood or. He's real funny about it.
So you guys didn't spend the night. You finally leave out of that house.
We leave out of that house and we go on down on the way and then we find this long dirt road. No, it's not dirt. It's paved. But it's a dirt road that connects to the paved road because we're like half in the woods and half out of the woods, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a little trail, there was some trailers, whatever, and then, but it's a little bit of woods in the front and this little trail. And it's real muddy. I got my boots stuck, well. Of course, he helps me out of that, by my head and arms, snatching on me. Well, then to the left, he sees this chain, this real big chain. And he's like, well, he said, come on. And pulls me over it. We go down this long driveway.
Were you guys carrying anything, or were you just empty-handed?
He was carrying a book bag, and I had, just like a couple bags. I had my purse, and the purse and another bag, and that rifle.
This was all the stuff you got out of the white car?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And the rifle was wrapped up in blankets. And he kept taking it from me. It had no ammunition. He couldn't use it anyway. Or he'd be like, here, you. And then, for a while, and then me. He'd take it back. Like I was going to do something to him, but there was something, I had ammunition, there's no telling. I mean, he kept hurting me pretty bad.
So you crossed that big chain.
Crossed the big chain. Went into this place. It's abandoned. Looks like it's been worked on. House. In the basement. I remember the basement. It kept me in the basement for days. I remember days. In the room. And it was dark. And no food. No food whatsoever. I didn't eat the whole time. No food. No food. I had no food. I don't know if he would leave and come back, what happened, but he made me, he did things, he wrote me there, for it. Every 5 minutes, this spice stuff, he had me rolling spice all the time. So my fingers were locking up. That's where the cut on my hand came from first, was because I couldn't really roll real good, I mean, learn how to real quick. You learn how to real quick.
Was he using the spice?
Yes, he was. Yes. I do not, but like I don't do too much, so like I said, the concoctions that he's giving me, everything else, I'm just trying to stay alive. I'm just trying to get back to my babies. I think I'm never gonna ever have to see again in my life.
Well, Mary, you go over this chain and you find this little house that's got a basement, and he kept you in that basement.
Yes, he did.
For days.
I know it was days. I know it was.
Okay.
I know it wasn't.
And then what happened after that?
Then I guess he had kind of started it out or something. He made me get the blankets that I had and fold them up, put them in a bag. He handed me an empty gun to hold on to. He had two. Then that one gun, the one that we had purchased.
The rifle.
Right, had to be wrapped up in the blankets. And he made sure that I had a sling thing to carry it, and water. Water, he said, because I hadn't ate. He wanted to keep me hydrated at least. And for not doing what I was told. I didn't do what I was told. So it was a lot of eat. And I don't know what I didn't do, but anyways, so we ended up out in the woods. We camped out in the woods, then did all the damn shit to where I'm asleep when I wake up. He has me stumbling around. And he's done, I feel like he's hunting humans, you know what I'm saying? This is why I'm starting to feel like I'm really building this way, I'm just trying to make it, so that's what's going on in my head, okay? Because he's already got another car plotted out.
How did you know that?
Because he pulls me across the road from this opening, we stay in the woods, and then, we come to, and he's over me, he's hitting me in my face, go. That's how he's waking me up. Else I would stay there and slept some more, but he forces me to get up, He's done, I guess, while I'm asleep, he's done stalked this place out. We walk a little ways, come down this little dirt road, There's a place that sits long ways, okay? Anyways, so my car's coming. He makes me cross. Makes me go around the trailer. This girl's already, I know it was a girl because I heard her, yell what later. Car was started. And it's all, find out it's all banged up later. That's why I couldn't get out. He throws me in it. Okay, he takes the keys, follows her inside. I hear a bunch of.
So, was she outside when you guys first got there?
I know. It was
Did you say
like she started the car and went inside.
Okay.
And
But you said he followed her inside.
Yes.
I mean, did you see her go into the house?
I didn't. No.
Okay.
I didn't, but I heard a woman.
Okay, what else did you hear?
What did you hear? How do you know it's a woman? What did you hear?
I heard I have to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom. I have to go to work with my mom.
Something about her mother?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get out these freaking doors. But, he said shot me in the back of this vehicle, and I got these blankets, that I'm carrying with this weapon in it and everything. Oh, the doors aren't opening from the back, and I'm trying to maneuver my way to get to the front to see if I can get out the front. Then I heard a gunshot go off, and out in the car he is. It started up and we're gone.
How do you know it's a gunshot, man?
Because it sounds like one.
Okay. Just one?
Yeah.
Okay. And then
Might have been two, but I heard one.
that's okay. So after you hear what you think's a gunshot, then
He's out the door.
he comes running out of the house. What's he wearing?
The sweatpants, and camouflage shirt that got him.
A camouflage shirt. Okay. And then is he getting into the car or?
Yeah, he gets in the car. We go get gas. They stopped by Hardee's.
Where did you go get gas?
We got a 9 mile. Okay.
Let's talk about that just a second. Pine Forest. Let's talk about that for a second.
I'm not sure if it was a Shell or Tom Thumb, but I know there's a Hardee's right next door.
Okay.
Right next door, because we got breakfast. Okay, he let me eat. I couldn't eat at all because my stomach is shrinking. I got hit for that too because I didn't eat them. And he bit me. He threw lighters across the room at me when we got to this hotel. We went from there.
Mary.
He made me get Atlas.
Mary, slow down just a second, okay?
Okay.
Let's go back to the gas station where you got the gas. Tell me about that.
Okay. He said, don't you fuck up. You go in there, you get an Atlas. And you pay for 20 in gas. You get out. And he said, I'm circling around. I'm going, I've got these guns pointed on you. They're loaded. Talk about some speed loader or something. Where it doesn't matter. He's going to kill us. If I don't hurry the fuck up, the lady in the store is dead and I'm dead. That's just all there is to it. He repositions the car.
How did you get out of the vehicle?
He allowed me out of the vehicle.
Did he come out and open the door for you?
No, he reached across me.
Okay.
And out of the vehicle. I got a cigarette in my hand. I'm getting up there. He keeps me in these hills. Okay, so it's real hard for me, to really run. Okay, because I got these boots on in the hills. They're still in the back of that white car, and you can see just what they've been through. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
My reward. Whenever we got to before this hotel that we were at, I got me a pair of new tennis shoes. That was my reward for all that.
So he lets you out of the car at the gas station, and what do you do?
I go in there and I get an Atlas and tampons and pay for 20 in gas, and I'm thinking to myself, I need to tell this lady, you know what I'm saying? And I go to say something, she goes, excuse me, ma'am, what did you say? And I see him, in through the window.
Is he facing you?
you can see him in the back window of it or what, you know? I can see him.
Was the car facing away from you or facing
It
you?
was facing away from me.
Okay.
Okay. And I come out and, you know, he's still got it running and there's a guy over here throwing trash away. I notice and, you know, I'm looking, I'm thinking, if I'm in these shoes, I can't go nowhere, I can't get away from this man.
Did you, who pumped the gas?
You know, you can make a phone call, my babies would have been dead.
Calm down just a little bit.
Take a minute, take a deep breath.
There we go. From there to Artie's.
Who pumped the gas,
I
man?
did.
You did?
I had to. He wouldn't get out.
Okay.
He made me pump the gas. We went to Hardee's. He got me some food. Then he goes straight across and he gets on the highway.
The interstate right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And we head on out. We stopped a couple places for gas. That was it.
Where did you go when you say you headed out? You just got on the interstate and started driving?
Yeah. He had the atlas thing, the map. I guess he's been to where he took me to the hotel out here.
Did he draw it out on the map of how he was going to go?
He had different squiggly lines. He made me give him some. I had some little markers, like for like comic book thing or whatever stuff I do with my kids. You know what I mean? But I already had that stuff. It was already like that. So he made me give him. And he was charting out. Where he's gonna go, and then he was having me call, but as we come in certain towns or what, he wasn't sedating me as heavy, because I was having to pay attention to that map thing to help him to get through all that to where he could go and get going.
You were the navigator.
I guess. He already had it all lined out.
Do you know where he planned on actually just ending up at?
No, I don't. I'm telling you, he didn't really talk a whole lot. He didn't tell me everything's my fault. He didn't get mad. It was like night and day. It was like he'd have an ice Billy, and then he would have like Jacqueline Hyde, for real.
How long did it take you guys to drive to the hotel?
It seemed like a whole day.
Mm-hmm. Were you on the main highway majority of the time, or
It was
like smaller roads?
small roads, little towns,
Okay.
back roads.
So he was avoiding the major highways.
Yeah. He had me watching in the mirrors and stuff.
Did Billy ever cut his hair or anything like that?
Mm-mm.
Cut his beard or anything, or?
No.
You mentioned that he had two guns other than the long rifle that he put. What was
He
he?
had two small, the small ones that he had in the beginning. He had two of those.
Were they two different kind of guns, or were they similar? Or?
I think they were similar. See, I messed up on ammunition or whatever. I don't know the difference. You know what I mean? I did what he told me to do.
And the .38 caliber was the only type of ammunition he had you buy?
Yeah. He already had some for whatever other one he had. He had clips that went in it.
Oh, so that was like a semi-automatic weapon that would take a magazine and the handle?
Yeah, something like that. And it was bigger than the little cowboy, but he had two of the cowboy ones. And then he had
So he had 3 handguns?
Three handguns.
When you first started and you got in that dark SUV, did you ever go over, because you're familiar with Santa Rosa, did you ever go over to the Emerald Sands Inn? Okay.
I was no part of that. I got a little bit of it on the radio, you know, as you flew through. And you quickly changed it. Quickly changed the channel.
Let me ask you something. To your knowledge, did the incident at the Emerald Sands Inn, did that happen before he picked you up?
Yes. To my knowledge. That's probably where the blood came from his head. And that's probably what he was freaking out about, saying it was an accident, it was an accident, it was an accident, it was an accident.
Accident that he got hurt, or an accident he did something else?
I have no idea. He just said it was an accident. He just said it over and over. It was an accident, it was an accident, it was an accident. And, you know, but I'm not asking too many questions. I mean, have y'all seen my x-rays and stuff?
Let me ask
He
you.
messed me up pretty bad.
Okay. Breath. Let me ask you, how many times did you hear a gunshot? Because you said something that really sticks out to me, because I wrote it down. You said, I started to feel like he was hunting people.
I did.
And that to me means,
I did.
I just feel like, I think there's something else you're exposed to that you're not letting go with me here. And I know, and I think it's around the time with the black car and the white car. Am I right?
Yeah, but how did he get them, you know?
Because you also explained parts of that.
Another person.
Right, well, you explained parts of that as you remember kids, you remember a church, you remember a stop sign, you remember turning left, and you remember a traffic light.
Yes.
The person with the gun, was that Billy? Listen to me. Was that Billy? Because I think your statement you made about, I feel like he was hunting people, I think also goes for this time right here.
Yeah.
What else do you remember about that?
I just know that whenever something happened, we didn't have a way. He would make it to where we had a way no matter.
Okay, well, the time with the white car.
Like he was.
The time with the white car, when he got the white car. What else do you remember about that? Because there's more.
I mean, I know, somebody got hurt.
Okay. What do you remember about that? What did you hear? That's what's important. What did you see?
I heard a gunshot.
You heard a gunshot.
Yes.
Okay. Where were you when you heard that?
I was tied to a tree down the road. And they came straight back, and I was made to drive and follow, and there was someone in the back.
And you remember kids? Like when you say you remember kids, do you mean like a bus stop?
That's what I seen in front of me whenever I got behind the wheel.
Okay, so you remember a kid like a bus stop.
I remember.
Like kids waiting to go to school.
Right.
And then you remember a church.
Yes.
And then you remember a stop sign and turning left.
Yes.
And then you remember a blinking light, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All of those memories that you have right there
That's from when I was
are from the exact point where you heard the gunshot.
Yes.
You weren't tied to a tree.
Were you in the car then when you heard the gunshot in the black car?
No, it was not. I was not in the car. I was not. I was close by, but I was not in the car. Someone else was with them. He met somebody, I don't know who. They had a mask, a full mask.
What did the mask look?
It was like a beanie.
Okay.
Like
What
a
color
black
was it?
beanie. A black beanie.
Black. It would cover the full face with the exception of maybe the eyes or something, or?
Full face.
Okay.
Very, very shallow eyes. Gloves, all black. Wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to veer from him. Wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to take off with the other, because I would have given that moment. I would have been gone, and they would never see me again. I would go again.
Well, when you were driving in the black car, at the point where you remember the kids at the bus stop, you with me?
It was snakes,
Okay.
and I was
And at that point, you were driving the black car,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Where was Billy in the white car?
He was right in front of me.
Okay, and you were following him, so you saw the kids,
Yes.
and then as you turned by the kids, is that when you saw the church?
Yes.
Okay, go with me on this. And you're driving down the road, you guys were driving pretty fast, weren't you?
Yes.
And then you came to the stop sign. And it was a main road right there, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay. When you got to that main road, who turned left?
Billy turned left and I had to go left.
Okay. And then where did you go from there?
To the parking lot. I don't remember any stores though.
Okay, so you were in a large parking lot.
Yeah, very far side of it, very far side.
Okay.
I can't make out any of them. It wasn't big like it wasn't big like Winn-Dixie here or
Okay.
something like that.
So like a
It was
strip
big,
mall.
but yeah, and that's where the one vehicle stayed and
Okay.
we left.
And that's when Billy was getting stuff out of the black car and he was having you get some stuff out of the black car and you say he grabbed you by the hair.
Yeah, because I wasn't doing it right.
Okay. Okay.
So I guess I wasn't getting what he wanted me to get or whatever, or I don't know.
Okay.
I know every chance he had to say a little me.
All right. So you remember.
Manner.
Okay.
And maybe I'm just sorry. Was there somebody else in the white car with you?
No.
No?
No, it wasn't in
So that other
black
person
car
was in the black car with
with
you.
me.
And where did he go once you guys got
He
into the
stayed
white
with
car?
the other vehicle, the black car.
Okay.
I guess to clean it down and wipe the dog.
Oh, so he stayed with the black car when you left the parking lot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was he a white guy, a black
I
guy?
have no idea, I honestly
You
don't.
never saw his face?
No, never saw
What
it.
kind of gun did he have?
He handed Billy back one of his. So.
Okay, so Billy gave him one of his guns.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's all I remember up until. And I almost didn't make it out of. I almost didn't make it out of the hotel
Okay.
where just.
Let me ask you something real quick. Would you mind if I take a swab of your mouth and just collect your DNA? Are you good with that, dear?
Yes.
Okay. It won't take just a second. I don't know if you've had this done before or.
Yeah, the hospital.
Oh, they did it today in the hospital?
Yes.
This won't take me just a second, you don't mind? Mary,
How did you hear about the thing at the Emerald Sands?
TV.
TV?
Caught it here and there, yeah.
Did you know any of the victims?
No. No.
You didn't know Alicia Greer?
No.
How about Jacqueline Moore?
No. I never met either one of them, didn't know them.
You didn't know?
Didn't know.
Okay. And he kept on saying when he first came and he had the injury to his head, you were talking about, he kept on saying that it was an accident. But later on you felt like he was hunting people. Did you ever put the two of those things together?
Yeah, but do not say nothing. I mean, I wouldn't be sitting here in front of you right now today, I guarantee you I would have said something like
All right. You know, I don't know how this is going to play out, all right? But I'd like to see it expedited as fast as possible. We'd like to bring you back down to Florida rather than up here. Your family's down there.
I really like to see my babies.
All right. The state attorney is going to ask for them to expedite your extradition back to Florida. Would you oppose that? In other words, come back to Florida with us.
Yeah, I'd love to come back to Florida with you.
Okay. We're going to try to make that happen in the next couple days, okay?
We can stay here.
Yeah, until you have to go in front of a judge or a magistrate up here. I don't know what the rules in Georgia are, but as I say, our state attorney is going to ask for you to come back to Florida, okay?
I haven't done anything.
What?
I haven't done anything.
Okay. Well, we still have to check some things out. We still have to look into more things, okay? I mean, you know, this is all expired over the last week, and a lot has happened in a week's time. All right, but you'd accommodate the idea of coming back to Florida with us? Okay.
And let's touch back a little bit on the black car. If I were to tell you that numerous people saw you and Billy following the person in the white car to her home, where the white car was taken.
He
Hang on.
drove
I understand.
the car.
And Billy drove what car? The black car?
Yeah, everybody.
Okay, and listen.
Except for
Listen,
me.
you were with them because you guys are seeing it, okay? Hang on.
They took down the road.
Understand, hear
He put
me
me
out.
out down the road.
Hear me out. And then Billy got out of the car. Okay, we're aware of this.
Yeah.
And then is that when you backed the car up to the driveway and that's when you heard the gunshot?
Yeah.
Okay, so you backed the black car into the driveway where the white car was, and that's when you heard the gunshot. Is that what you're telling me?
I was right down, I was like right there.
Just
down.
next to the driveway?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't see anything.
Okay, so when you pulled in the driveway after hearing the gunshot, was Billy already getting in the white car, or what was happening?
It was already in it.
Okay, what happened after that?
Gas didn't told me to follow him.
Okay, so that's when you followed.
I had to.
So Mary, just look at me and let's be honest with each other right now. There wasn't a third person there then. It was just you and Billy, right?
Right.
Okay.
In my head.
And then when you guys got to it's actually a food tiger where the parking lot was. There's surveillance of both you guys, Billy getting out of the white car and unloading stuff out of the black car. You getting out of the black car and helping to move stuff from the black car to the white car as well, and then you both getting in the white car and leaving.
Yeah, and you see where he gets
All
mad
right.
at me.
So like I said, there was never a third person was there.
No.
Okay. Why did you tell me that?
Because I'm scared.
Well, I understand you're scared, and I mean, the truth makes more sense than the story at this point. You know what I mean?
That's the truth.
Okay. Well, thank
And
you.
that's the only thing I know is from.
Okay, thank you for being honest.
I'm scared.
I know you are. I
I've
know.
never been in a situation like this before. Ever.
Mary,
He would have killed me. He would kill me.
Mary, let me reiterate some of the other things and go over some of the stuff that we've already talked about. Now, when you guys left there from the Greers, from the food tiger there in the parking lot, and you drove into Pensacola, correct?
When, I don't remember now. Okay, we went from there. We went to, we went towards Crestview.
You went towards Crestview. Okay. Listen to me, okay? When you left the Greers there,
Yeah.
that morning that you dropped that car off, okay? When y'all drove out of there, Billy driving the car and you were sitting on the passenger side, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. You drove into Pensacola and you went straight to the Burger King on Pine Forest Road.
Okay, we could have.
No, you did.
Okay. I mean, I'm not real good with that out that way, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not,
Well, sure you are,
and I'm
because,
shaking up already.
well, listen to me. You're more familiar with it than you're trying to lead us to believe that you are. Because you know that there's a gas station there. You know that there's a Hardee's there.
Yeah, there is a hard to say.
And what else is there
So,
at that intersection? What else is there?
Shell,
Oh, what?
Shell,
Okay. And what else is there?
Tom Thumb, and I guess it could be Burger King
Okay.
or McDonald's,
Okay. Anything else that you can think of?
Interstate.
Okay. Anything else you can think of that's right there?
No, I don't think.
You've named just about every business that's there, so you're very familiar with what's right there.
Right there. That
Absolutely.
Yes.
Pine Forest. So you guys went through the drive-thru at Burger King. You never went to Destin that day.
We did go to Destin.
Oh, sure. I know you went to Destin. That's been proven. We know that you went to Destin. You told us that you went down there and you guys went shopping, and on the way back you went to the Walmart in Crestview or to a gun store. I think it was in the Phoenix Springs.
We went down south.
So
We went down south.
Right.
We rented some places down south. The first hotel, he made sure that he went in with me, so the far side over there. He kept saying that when we got into the room there, he hit on me and he said that I was making mistakes. I was making pot and all that. And I kept telling him I ain't done nothing. I haven't done. I'm not criminal.
and you don't like to make mistakes.
I mean,
Right.
not when you get hit on, no.
And I completely understand that.
No.
I completely understand that. So when you guys left the Burger King, where did you go? From Pine Forest Road and the interstate right there, where did you go?
We went driving around towards Crestview and, okay, let's see. I remember after we got that car, we went out towards Shalimar and Crestview and all that, and Destin.
All right. Then when did you decide to go all the way from Pensacola to Destin, Shalimar area, and turn around and go all the way back to Mobile?
That was Billy. We took a shower.
No, ma'am. I'm asking you when did you decide to do that? At what particular time in the day?
That's just what he did.
Okay, so 7:35 in the morning, you go through the drive-thru at Burger King and you get something.
And then we ride around. And we end up in Destin, Shalimar. It took us because he got lost.
Okay.
You know, and I'm not familiar with the area. You know, I'm doing my best. You know, as I'm getting hit. You know, and he's telling me I need to quicken up. I don't even know where the hell we're at.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
So what takes you from Destin, Shalimar back to Mobile?
A gun. The gun.
Okay, so you go to Mobile and purchase this gun.
on that way outskirts, on through the tunnel way out there.
What time of day is this?
It's night already.
Oh, it's night. So
Yeah.
did you spend all day in Pensacola?
No, he got the hotel. The hotel key is still in my purse. It is still in my purse right now.
All right.
To the motel that we only stayed a couple of hours or whatever at.
So you drove to Destin, you get another motel.
It was on the outside of Shalimar. It's not
Okay.
even in Destin, but
All right.
we went through all that Destin and all that.
So you drive over, let's clarify, you drive over to Okaloosa County, you guys get a hotel room, and you spent several hours there. Would you say, was it all day? Was it half the day?
It was half the day.
Okay, and then what happens?
He's going through the shopper and he finds where there's a gun that he wants to purchase.
Okay. And then, okay, so tell me about that.
So then he has me call the guy and get directions. He takes the directions from me.
All right, and then y'all drove to where, all the way to Mobile?
Yeah.
All right.
On the other side of Mobile, through the tunnel, to the country.
Is it dark outside by now?
Yes, way dark.
All right.
Yes.
And then you purchased the gun for him,
Yes.
and then you guys come back.
No, we stopped somewhere.
So you stopped over there that night.
We stopped somewhere in the woods.
Okay, you never came back to Pensacola?
No, not that night. We
Okay,
stayed in the woods.
all right,
He
well,
drugged me and we stayed in the woods.
all right. And then, so how did you end up back to Pensacola?
The next morning, he got up and he drove.
Okay, that's not true. And I'll tell you why it's not.
No, we did.
Mary, listen to me, that's not true, and I'll tell you why, because, Mary, let me talk, okay?
Okay.
I didn't interrupt you, sweetheart, so don't interrupt me, okay? Let's just respect each other a little bit, all right?
Okay.
That's not true, and let me explain to you why. Because when you guys left that morning with that car, after the Burger King, okay, I don't doubt that you went to Okaloosa County and you stayed in a hotel, and that you went back to Mobile Highway, or back to Mobile to buy that gun. But you guys came back. That car, you only had that car for one day. We recovered that car that morning.
Off the interstate. We had stopped. He drugged me. I'm telling you, whenever I came to, we were coming out of the woods.
Okay, Mary,
We were.
all the driving around you guys were doing. I'm just gonna be honest, okay? We found the 2 large garbage bags of weed you guys have in the hotel room. Were you guys collecting money? Listen, all BS aside.
That was his.
Was he, when you were driving around, was he driving around collecting money and selling weed? Was he selling drugs?
No, he wasn't.
What was he planning on doing with these 2 large bags of marijuana you guys have in
It's
your
not
hotel room?
marijuana, it's spice. And
So
he's
that's all
smoking it.
spice.
He's smoking it.
So
He's also
he not once that during the time you were with him was selling spice as you guys were driving all over God's green earth.
No, I swear, no.
Why did he have you rolling it?
He was having me.
But what was the purpose of rolling it if he wasn't going to sell it?
He was smoking it. He
Just
had a pocket full of money.
so as
He
fast as
had
you
a
could roll
lot
it.
of cash.
As fast as you could roll
He
these
was
joints.
smoking it.
And he was smoking it up.
And he was smoking it. And he was smoking it. And he was smoking it.
So he was high on spice the whole time?
Yeah.
Was he making you smoke spice too?
No, I didn't smoke any spice. He didn't even want to share any spice with me. That was his. He wanted him rolled.
Okay, what was he sharing with you?
Little concoctions that he had. And it was some type of
Was
pills
he
that
making it right in front of you?
I seen a little brown pill one time they crumbled up. No, it wasn't making it in front of me. He was, kind of off to the side or whatever. Hit me. I'd be holding my face or something. Here, take this stuff. So I know he was putting pills in it.
Okay.
Let me throw out a couple of more names here. You know a Jacqueline Lockhart? Okay. How about Raymond Hunter?
Raymond, I do know Raymond Hunter.
Okay. During this time, were you in contact with Raymond Hunter?
No.
Okay. to your knowledge, was the guy you were with make contact with?
Billy? No,
No?
not to my knowledge.
Okay, because he was arrested this morning with a .38 caliber gun, and he had stolen a truck, and he was coming towards where we thought you would be. You hadn't been in contact with him. Because, I mean, you at one time he lived with you, correct?
Right.
Okay.
It's correct. But no, I had no knowledge of that. None whatsoever. I put all my babies, none whatsoever.
Other than the fact that you kind of spun that little tale about the
Everything else.
the third, is there anything, and you know, certain things come back to haunt us when, is there anything else that you want to change or alter from what you've told us? Anything you may have omitted, anything that you may have kind of skirted the truth about, that you want to get on the record and be correct at this point?
And Mary, you need to understand before you answer completely.
I'm thinking.
Okay, understand. These questions we're asking, we pretty much have the answers to them, and we have evidence to back up a lot of the answers we already know about. We just want you to be honest.
I'm aware.
And I want you to concentrate on that time that you guys got the last car. I really want you to
That
concentrate on
happened
that.
so fast. It happened so fast.
How long do you think Billy was in that house?
It didn't seem like it was that long, but it could have been. It could have been longer than what I thought.
Was that girl was she being mouthy? Was she really talking back to Billy?
Yeah.
What kind of things was she saying?
She was like, no, don't take that. And he's like, he was hungry, and she was kind of loud.
She's doing all this inside of her house?
Well, she had a porch, I see, and then she had a door going into her house.
And you were right there on that porch area, or did you actually go inside the house? And Mary,
At one point, I actually went inside the house.
Okay.
And grabbed.
And I'm glad that you said that, okay, because that eliminated my next question.
I did to get food.
Okay.
And grab some bags of food.
So,
He wanted me to tie her up for what?
Mary,
what I want you to tell me some more about, okay? Now, I'm Billy, I'm in the house with you. Tell me what's going on. What are we doing?
Billy said, I just need food, and I need the keys to your car. Well, the keys to the car, he already had the keys to the car. He was like, Mary, you grab some of this, grab some of that.
Some of what?
Some bread, some lunch meat, some cheese, some cookies, stupid stuff.
Right.
Stupid stuff. I mean,
And what's Mary doing?
grabbing it.
Okay.
I mean, I have to. He's got two freaking guns. One on me and one on her.
Okay.
I mean,
And you said something about tying her up.
yeah. He told me to tie her up. I said, I'm to tie her up. He's like, fuck it, and he hits me, and I get to where I'm almost out the door with the stuff, and I was gonna keep running if I could get out the door. You know what I mean?
Well,
And he stops me there, and he says, pick up that rope and give it to me. And I'm looking at the girl and I say, I'm so sorry. I said, I'm sorry. I said, he's hungry and
where was the rope at?
right there on the front porch.
On the front porch. And so did you get it?
He was right there.
I understand, but
I bent down and got it.
so you bent down and picked it up and you handed it to Billy?
Yes.
Okay. And then what happened after that?
He said that he was just gonna tie her up.
Okay. At one point in time, did you guys used the shoestrings or the bootlaces or whatever, that the black cord, or was that another black?
I do not know about that. I just picked up a white one.
You picked up the white rope.
A white one.
Now, understand that you have children of your own, right?
Yes.
Did you see the child in there?
No, I didn't.
Did you hear the child?
No, I didn't.
And you care a lot about your baby.
Now, see, I seen the car seat after we left,
Okay.
and I got upset. And he told me that there was a kid in there.
Okay.
I didn't.
Let's touch on that a little bit, okay? You love your babies, right?
Yes, I do.
They mean the world to you,
Yes,
don't
I
they?
do.
And you know that Kayla loved her babies probably as much as, at least as much as you did.
Yes.
We can agree about that.
Yes.
Now, knowing that now, and knowing what Billy told you, Kayla wasn't going out without a fight, right? Was she fighting you guys?
She was fighting him.
Okay.
She was mouthy with him.
And Billy couldn't really tie her up by himself.
And I was no help.
So you didn't help tie her up at all?
In the back, I tied a little bow, I mean, to where she could get out. To where she could get out.
Did he ask
Come
you?
on now, you know what I mean?
Did he ask you to hold her hands for him so he could tie her? Did he ask you to hold her legs to keep her from kicking him?
No.
Listen to me, Mary.
He asked her, he said, where do you want to be set? She said that she wanted to go to her room and that she would hold her legs up so he could tie her.
Okay. Listen to me, okay? I'm not
I
tying up.
wasn't in the house though after that. I grabbed the stuff, went outside, and then I heard a gunshot. I did hear a
Hang
gunshot.
on 1 second, okay? I'm not here to judge you by any means, okay? We just want the truth from you. That's all we're looking to get
I'm
from you,
giving it to you.
okay? Now, when Billy tied her up, or when you guys tied her up, because you helped tie her up, you said you tied the bow in the back, even though she could get it out
Yes,
if she wanted to.
Yes, she could.
Okay. So, did you guys do that in the living room area, in the kitchen area?
Kitchen area.
So you tied her up in the kitchen.
He tied her up, and I just did the bow.
Okay. And so then how did Kayla get from the kitchen to the bedroom?
Now I have no idea with that because he'd already given me just a Dr. Pepper, a thing of drinks that were right there at her table, right there, and she told me to get those, and he handed me a bag with some stuff in it, and he told me to go outside.
Did you try to get any clothes or anything too?
No.
You didn't try to swap clothes or change clothes or out or anything like that with Kayla?
No, I did not. I
Okay.
did not.
Did you?
I did not.
Was the guns loaded at that particular time?
Yes, he always kept them loaded.
He did. Did he have to reload the gun or anything like that? While he was standing there in the kitchen, did he fumble and make a mistake
I
or
wasn't.
something?
No, not to my knowledge. I wasn't in there. I mean, I'm telling you, in the kitchen, after I tied that, this is honest to God. No, I'm telling you. It was okay after I tied that. Okay, he told me to reach down to get the Dr. Pepper and to get the 12-pack of drinks. And he had some bread and stuff and everything in a bag. He said, get that and go to the car. Okay? He had a box in his hand, and he had the gun.
Describe the box to me.
It was just a box, just
A
a
cardboard box or
Yeah.
a wooden box?
cardboard box.
Okay.
Okay? It was a cardboard box.
Okay.
Okay? I went outside and I threw the stuff in the car, and before I could turn around, I hear gunshots. I freeze, and he comes out. And he's locking doors behind him.
Well, if you guys have tied her up, and you love your babies, her baby's in there, that baby's awake because...
I wasn't, look, I'm telling you, I didn't witness anything.
Mary, listen to me.
Anything
Okay?
but-
Listen to me. We know that the baby's awake because Kayla's getting ready to go to work. She's got to go to
The
work.
baby is not moved or nothing. I seen a bunch of blankets and stuff there,
Where?
in like this little crib area.
Okay.
Like that, when you walk through right there, but I did not see baby.
All right, so you saw the blankets and everything where the crib was.
Yes.
Okay, and that's where you and Billy put Kayla, correct?
when I walked out of that house, with the bags of stuff, she was in the kitchen.
Okay, then how did you see the blankets in the crib?
Because when I walked by to go out, okay, because it has a porch, and then it has a room, and then you come through right there into the kitchen. There's a crib, and then the kitchen.
Let me show you something real quick, okay? And I'm no artist by any means, but I want to give you an understanding. This is the trailer right here. This is the doorway that you come in at, right? And this is a porch that runs the length of this, correct?
Okay, no, okay. This is.
No, wait a second. Now this is a living room area. Right in here, this is a living room. There's a table. Listen to me, sweetheart. Let me finish and explain it to you, okay? And then you'll understand where I'm coming from. There's a table. You described that table as being right here, with all this stuff on it. This is the kitchen cabinets, right? They come around like this. And there's stuff laying in here on the floor and stuff like that. There's a TV over here on the wall. That room that you're describing is right here.
Yes.
Okay?
With the little baby crib right there.
Right. And the little baby crib
It's right there.
sits right there.
Right. And there's a refrigerator by the table.
Right.
Okay.
And then, wait a second. And then there's another bedroom and a bathroom back here.
About that.
Oh, I'm just telling you. There's another bedroom and bathroom back here. So if you're in the kitchen area right here,
Okay, we came in through from right here. Okay, there's a little right here, off, right here. Where this room is, there's a room right here.
okay,
There's a room right here, like right there.
all right.
Okay, and there's a door. You come in right here,
Mm-hmm.
and you go in this room, okay, and right in here.
All
That
right.
was the only places that I went right here.
And when
That's it.
you guys came into this room like this, where did you guys confront Kayla? Where was she at when y'all came in?
He was already.
He already had her?
He already had her.
Okay. What in the world did Kayla say to make him shoot her? And I know-
I wasn't in there. I swear to God, I wasn't in there. He made me leave with the bags. He made me leave with the bags. I was not in there. I swear to God, I wasn't in there. I swear I wasn't. I swear I wasn't. I was not in there. I was not in there.
Well, Mary, we're right there. We're right there.
Look,
You understand
I
that?
was right outside. I was not in there. I was not in there. He comes out and he said she shouldn't have backtalked me. She shouldn't have done it.
So she had to say something because when Billy comes out,
set him
he's
off.
okay.
Yeah.
So when Billy comes out, what does he say to you?
He said she was going to call him up. I couldn't trust her.
Okay, and what else did she
He
say?
didn't say what she said. He didn't. He just said that she upset him.
All right. Let's go back a little bit before you guys ever make it there. When you're coming through those woods right there, describe those woods to me, because you describe from the time that you guys left out of the nature trail from that house to the point that you got to that house. Describe walking through those woods. Was that during the daytime or was that at night?
Early morning, walked through the woods until the afternoon. Seemed like forever. And then there was like a campground area.
Right.
And there was this little black, where they deer hunt.
Oh, like a little shooting house? Okay.
We stayed there for a long time,
You stayed there in that house?
for a long time.
Okay. Tell me
And
about
then we left up out of there, and then we went down this trail.
what was the reason that you left?
But he kept hearing noises
Like somebody yelling, hey.
or something, yeah.
Okay, so tell me about that. You know what I'm talking about, right?
But yeah, he heard something, then he heard four-wheelers or something.
No, you guys heard a man say, hey.
Well, no, he called his dog. He called for his dog, and he,
The man did.
the man did,
Okay.
called for his dog, and then we sat there for just a little while. Billy said, do you see anything? Do you see anything? And I said, no. Because I didn't see anything.
What did Billy say whenever the man's calling his dog and he's hollering, hey, whether it's at the dog?
He's asking me if I can see him.
Okay. And did you guys just keep walking?
I know, we were in that little thing.
You were in the house?
Yeah.
Okay. But that's when the man started yelling at you.
That was way later on. That was whenever a four-wheeler or something had started and we could hear the four-wheelers.
Okay.
And SUVs or whatever they were. And then Billy made me get up out of there and run. And now I heard somebody say something.
What did he say?
I don't know if he said they got away. He could have said, hey.
Okay.
I mean, but he kept going, and then
Who was in the front? Who was leading?
Billy was leading.
Were you right behind him?
Right behind him. He made sure I was right behind him.
Well, I mean, like real close to him?
Yeah, real close enough for him to reach behind and grab my arm.
Okay.
And into the woods. And he made me get off onto the woods and cover up in pine straw and stuff. And everything till dark.
What were you carrying?
Just
Miss Kelly, she can get you that right here, okay? She probably.
Let's just shift gears a little bit. When was the first time you heard about the murders at the Emerald Sands Inn?
it was on radio station.
Radio station? Were you with Billy at that point?
Yes. He freaked out and turned off.
He freaked out. And what did that make you think?
Made me think that might have something to do with his head.
Okay, that he was involved in the murders.
Maybe he said it was an accident.
Okay. But you were starting to put two and two together at that point. Am I correct? So you had at least a feeling that Billy could have been involved in the Emerald Sands murders.
Yeah.
Okay. And when he wanted more .38 caliber ammunition, all right, didn't that support your suspicions at that point?
He was nervous and something had happened.
Okay. And he wanted quite a bit of ammunition. I mean.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
All right, and other than the radio, while you were at these motel rooms, was there any other social media, television, Facebook, anything like that?
No, he didn't go on Facebook. Nope.
Did you see anything on television?
I did at the one where we were at for a couple of hours. And it showed him. It showed him connected with it. And what?
Where
I
was
didn't
that?
say anything.
But where was that?
At the one in Sandestin, the Crestview, the little, all it is, it's like in Shalimar or whatever, it's just a little, probably 6 freaking rooms to it.
Were you guys in that white car then, or the black?
Yes, it was a white car.
The first black car?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, and that's when you started feeling that he was hunting people, in your own words. Yeah. Okay.
And if you saw his picture up on the television, you had no doubt in your mind, correct?
I knew at any moment.
Okay. Now when...
Serious.
Okay. Now when you guys won the black car and you got you and Billy went down and Billy got... Okay, I understand. And when Billy got the white car, did you guys see that woman beforehand, or had he come across her that you know of, or was it just like total circumstance?
It was just like bam.
So just kind of like opportunity knocked and Billy took it.
I guess.
And you were along for the ride on that. Now, when he left in the white car and you followed in the black car.
Look at me. I had no choice.
I understand.
Okay, I had no choice. He came and got me from my home in the middle of the night.
Well, let me ask you, Ray, take a deep breath, okay? He's taking off in the white car.
I feel like he's taking my life from me. I haven't done anything. He's never given me up.
we're almost done. Mary, just listen to his question, and we're just trying to clear up a couple little loose ends that we're
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think this is a little softer than that hand tie you got there. Take a minute.
Take a second. You're okay.
I'm not okay. I'm not gonna be
Take a
okay.
deep breath.
It means what he sold to me.
Okay. Let's go back one more time.
Mary, that's all over with now, okay? That's not, he can't put his hands on you anymore, dear. What's happened is in the past, but we need to clarify what this past is, okay? That's why we're here tonight. And that's why we're asking you these questions. Billy can't hurt you anymore.
Can't hurt your family.
You can't hurt your family. Absolutely.
Absolutely sure. Without beyond no doubt.
They'll never hurt anybody ever again.
Mary, each one of us as an investigator, we're worried about your family as much as we're worried about the victims that we're here representing and their family. We care as much about your family as we do about those individuals out there as well. Billy cannot hurt you anymore. Billy cannot hurt your family anymore. But sometimes we make mistakes, and we have to own up to those mistakes.
I haven't done anything to nobody.
Listen to me, okay? Just listen, all right? We didn't come in here and accuse you and browbeat you and demand that you've done these type of things. We've given you that opportunity to explain everything to us.
I'm doing it to the best of my ability. I'm doing it.
All right, Mary, has everything you told us here today been the complete truth as you remember to be?
Yes.
Have I or any member of the Santa Rosa Sheriff's Office, the Escambia County Sheriff's Office, the Baldwin County Sheriff's Office in Alabama, or the Georgia authorities up here, have we promised you, threatened you, or coerced you into giving a statement?
No.
Okay. Have we treated you with courtesy and respect? Is there anything else you want to state before we conclude this interview?
I didn't do anything.
Okay. Mary, would you raise your right hand? Did you solemnly swear the statement you just provided is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Mary, you can put your hand down. And one last thing. Would you please state your full name, date of birth, and home address? That's close enough. Okay? Just sit tight. Thank you for your cooperation.
to the charge in count 1, we the jury find the defendant Mary Rice guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment. As to the charge in count 2, we the jury find the defendant Mary Rice guilty of accessory after the fact to first-degree murder as charged in the indictment. So say we all. Amanda N. Sorrells, foreperson, dated September 28th, 2017.
Do any of the attorneys wish the jurors to be polled?
Not
Sentence. Count 1 of the indictment, I'm going to adjudicate her guilty. I'm going to sentence her to life in state prison. She'll have $518 in court costs. She will get credit for 577 days in jail. On count 2, I'm going to adjudicate her guilty. I'm going to sentence her to 30 years state prison. That'll be consecutive to count 1. That'll be the judgment sentence, or she'll get credit for 577 days. That'll be the judgment sentence of the court. She has 30 days in which she can appeal. If she cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed.